thank you for joining the South African Mission in Oslo for our Heritage Day celebrations. Today we are going to have music, we're going to have interviews, and we're going to hear from different South Africans about their culture and even get to meet some of our staff members at the embassy as well. But we first start off with Ambassador Ramkhop. And thank you so much for joining us. And if you'd just like to say hello to the people.
Welcome to the South African Heritage Month, and this is the South African Mission in Oslo, and we like, as the presenter has indicated, we are going to showcase our culture, our people here, and so how we live South African in Norway, and we hope you'll enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Yes, this month at the embassy, we've just been celebrating heritage.
Yes.
And we had a lot of interviews with South Africans living here, and where they shared what they loved about their heritage. So I'd like to take this time to just ask Ambassador, what does heritage mean to Ambassador?
Heritage, to me, means a time to reflect and project and talk and celebrate who you are, what you are about, your culture, the things that brought you up to the person who you are.
Yeah.
In our culture, we also talk about our ancestors. Our ancestors is all of those people that we knew, and they are late. We remember them.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain things that they taught us. We remember them. The fact that I'm outside home does not make me to suddenly forget who I am and then adjust to the current environment where I am and forget who I am. So I remind myself by the things that I do in my house, in the official residence, the food that I cook, sometimes even when I go to the national days, not necessarily of South African National Day, but of the other embassies or countries, I project myself as South African. So they see the attires that I wear, I still identify as who I am. And of course the music, the dance and everything else that we do. We always have to remind ourselves where we come from. But it's not only about that, it's also about saying, as we live, let's continue to live this heritage, to project it to this generation. Yes. So this generation also takes it further. Yes. So it must be an ongoing thing so that we live it. Yes, we have taken it for those who have passed, but we are living now. Let's pass it on to the next generation.
Yes, and that speaks to our theme for this month, which is celebrating South Africa's living heritage. And I think that's so beautiful because it's in how you say we're projecting our heritage, and we basically taking that around the world, and we become ambassadors for heritage. So that's amazing. But also, what's also amazing that Ambassador said was that heritage spoke to your identity. So I just want to come to that point as well. Ambassador, how does your heritage, multiple heritage, right? Pedi heritage, South African heritage, African heritage, how does that all play into Ambassador's identity?
If you flip into my wardrobe, maybe just to give you an example, if you flip into my wardrobe, you will not find solely South African attires.
Yeah.
I mean, I've lived in Ethiopia, I've got Ethiopian attires. I've lived in Tanzania, I've got Maasai attires. I've lived in many other countries. I've got Senegalese, I've got Ghanaian, I've got, name it. But it's all about embracing the African I am.
Mm.
But out of that, it does not remove me from being South African as well. So I've got plenty of South African. In fact, I remember one time when I was in the US at school, a student was asking me, because at school, students, we wear techies, jeans, sweaters, have your rucksack, you go to school. And so African American student, she says to me, why are you wearing European clothes? And I said, my answer to her, in fact, I bought a cup of coffee, we sat down, I said, I want you to understand something, that clothes does not remove the person I am.
Yes.
Right now I can go and buy a Japanese kimono, but it will be an African in a Japanese kimono. And you guys, when you try to even wear African clothes, sometimes I wonder what type of African clothes are those, because you distort them this way. You just over. But for me to be African, I don't have. It's not it's not about a costume. It's about me and my beliefs, my practices, and everything that I do, the way I behave, the way I respect the elders, the way I greet people. I don't even have to know you. The way I share. That's being African for us.
Yes, and that speaks about how dynamic heritage is.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Culture is dynamic. It is not just dancing, it is not just clothes, it's not just food,
Exactly.
but it is our values. And as South Africans, what came out in the videos for me as well was just the community.
Yes.
Right?
Indeed.
So yeah, if Ambassador can speak just about the commonalities that came out of the video.
When I watched the commonalities in the videos, it was amazing. The issue of, I looked at the costumes, the colors. South Africa, we talk about the rainbow nation.
Yeah.
We talk about being united in our diversity. Look at the colors that are here.
Yes.
Look at the colors that I am wearing. Look at the colors of our flag. Look at the colors of the material from the vendor. Look at the Ndebele ladies next to
All
you.
colorful.
All colorful. And in the Xhosas, Sothos, we all have these colors. So the colors in themselves represent the various diverse cultures that we have. And we think we need to carry this together in unity.
Yes.
So that even if I celebrate myself as a baby, look at yourself as a choir.
Yes.
Even if we celebrate ourselves individually like that, we still have to come together. And I need to be able to understand, what does that mean? The band, what does that mean? Why do we have that? Why is it made by beads? And beads is also a very common thing that you see done in all the other different cultures. But we need to say, despite of us being individual, we need to celebrate together, because as one, as a rainbow nation, we need to project it out there to the international community, to the continent, to our next generation, so that they carry it forward.
That's beautiful. And with that, I want to end, because Ambassador just summed it up beautifully, that it is in our diversity that we will get unity.
Indeed.
And that we don't have to not celebrate our culture in order to be a multicultural society and to have unity in South Africa. It is, we can celebrate the good values of each culture and bring it together.
If I may,
Yes.
if I may, I this is my wish, that we should not be reminded always about Heritage Month.
Yes.
Live it every day.
Every day.
Heritage Month maybe should just be emphasize certain things, but in your everyday, live your heritage.
Yes.
Don't wait for September month to say, now I'm going to celebrate Heritage Month.
Yes.
Live it every day.
Yes. And with that, we say thank you, Ambassador, and we hope that you're going to enjoy our program as we celebrate our diversity.
Hi, I'm Ashwini. I'm an accountant here at the embassy, and I have been living in Norway for the past 5 years, and I come from India. The most amazing thing about India is how welcoming and loving we are to people from all over the world, and I also love the variety of food that we have. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tsogofatsomi Dupi from South Africa. I'm a South African, but I am a Motswana from the Northwest Province, and I really love my culture because there is respect in it. Whenever we speak to elders, you don't have to look the elder in the eyes, you have to look down, of which it's a culture shock when you go to other countries, because in Norway you have to look the person in the eyes. So my heritage of being a Motswana is very rooted, because I still sometimes I forget when I speak to people, I have to bow down my head and continue speaking. Then I realize, oh, I'm within the diplomatic corps, then I need to raise my head and speak to people. And within my culture, We love cooking, we love food. My favorite meal is choklo. Choklo, it's meat that is being cooked well and being taken out of the bones. And when it's cooked well, it's very nice. You eat it with mabele. It's either you do it as fermented ting, then you eat it with morojo. It can be your spinach, or it can be tepe. Tepe is one kind of a wild flower, or wild green leaf flower that you eat as part of morojo, as a vegetable. So those are the three things I love most.
Hi, I'm Jose Christian Valera. Just call me JC, and I'm working here in the embassy as the cleaner and the gardener. I came from the Philippines, and I love the culture because we're friendly and kind.
Hello South Africa, hello Norway. I go by the name of Zwangula, my artistic name, and we're gonna perform marimba music and the drums. And I'm with
Tulane, and I play drums.
and the song is called My Heritage. Tusenjak and goes Siawong.
Hi, and hello from Iceland. My name is Andrei Ulver Visage, and I live and work in Iceland. I was born in Tshwane and completed my degree in architecture at the University of Pretoria. I moved to Iceland in 2004 and furthered my education in multimedia studies at NOMA in Denmark. I own a design and screen printing studio in downtown Reykjavik, where we specialize in product and graphic design, as well as collaborations with local artists, where we create large-scale screen prints and artworks. As a proudly South African citizen, I take pleasure in surrounding myself with elements of our collective heritage to brighten up the cold and dark Scandinavian winters. I draw inspiration from our rich African design language, inspired by the colors and patterns of Ester Maslanku, Shweshwe fabrics, Basutu blankets, and our unique fauna and flora. South African food plays a big part in my Icelandic household. Oxtail, biscuit, rooibos tea, pap, South African wine, and the mandatory weekly braai, to name but a few. Icelandic society is different from ours, but the similarities are there. And like Norwegian, Icelandic is a Germanic language. So being raised Afrikaans helps a lot with the pronunciation and understanding of the Icelandic language. Like South Africans, Icelandic people spend a lot of time outdoors and in nature. The spirit of Ubuntu is alive and well here, and peace and harmony exists in a multicultural society. So, happy Heritage Day from Iceland.
Hi, I'm Naoma Simula. I come from South Africa, Soweto in Johannesburg. I identify as Tswana, but where I come from in Soweto, it is a diverse and multicultural township. That's why I am wearing a Zulu outfit today, because we embrace all cultures across South Africa.
Hello, I'm Geeta. I'm the third secretary administration at the South African Embassy in Oslo. I'm finishing almost my second year here, and it's been a great experience for me so far. I love my heritage, which is I was born in Port Elizabeth in South Africa to an Indian family, but I think I have evolved into a multicultural being over the years, and I've had the opportunity to integrate myself into different environments and cultures, and I think I'm very proud to be a South African and a very proud African with Indian heritage, and I think it all comes together in a beautiful mix with cultures that are rich in cuisine and dance and music and unity and family, and just a robust, very proud Indian South African.
I, Wilfredo Butay. I started working in the embassy in 1988 as a cleaner. I'm very proud to be a cleaner, and then I applied the driver with the ambassador, and I'm very happy that I get the job, and really enjoy what I'm doing, and I'm very happy that I spend most of my life in this embassy, and I really enjoy what I'm doing. Thank you very much.
We hope that you're enjoying our program. As we move along, we will now meet a South African Norwegian family. We have here a father and a daughter team who will now present themselves.
Yes, I'm the father, and my name is Ariel Smith Christensen, and I'm 83 years of age.
82.
That's okay. My name is Numpilo. I'm 23 years old, and my whole name is Numpilo Victoria Moyo Smith Christensen Dukic.
Wow, thank you for that. It was quite a mouthful.
It is.
And Nompilo, so I understand you were born in South Africa.
Yes.
And you were raised in Norway. How do you identify yourself culturally? Do you fall more into the Norwegian culture or the South African culture?
I would say both, of course, but until like 3-4 years ago, I feel more because when I was a little girl, I was very much Norwegian. I didn't like to go visiting. I just didn't feel at home because all my friends are from Norway, and most of them are also white. So it was just weird coming to South Africa and people starting talking to me in Zulu, Sutu, and just expecting me to be South African 100% when I'm not. But now, when I have my citizen card and my passport, and I'm much more grown. I feel like I'm 50% South African and Norwegian, but also maybe I went to South Africa last year in Christmas with him, only him, and I'm starting to feel like more home, like a second home. So maybe now it's like 40-60. I want to be more South African. Yeah.
So, Arul, if you can tell us a little bit more about these trips to South Africa. Of course, you've been back to South Africa more than once. Is this your way of keeping the South African culture alive for your children?
Now, we also have an extended family in South Africa, and actually, Nopilo has, I would say, brothers or uncles. We have also, I have a foster son, two foster sons. One unfortunately died, but we have actually an extended family in South Africa. They are living in Limpopo. And
we have a lot of friends of the family that have been in our life, or at least my life, my entire life. So we have been going back and forth. They have come to us, and we have been staying with them. And yeah, so I think we just always have been South African people around us. When I was little, I was always people speaking English, and they were from South Africa, and yeah, so it's always been there. But I was always afraid to speak and to so yeah. I think it's because I have never gone to school in South Africa. I've never spoken English over a longer time, like my sisters who have been to school and everything. So for me, it's like, I think in the beginning it was just like anybody having to go to a different country and be there. I didn't feel any connection or anything. But as I got older, I feel South African. I know it's my second home. Yeah.
So for you would say culture for you is something that is dynamic, that you're constantly evolving into both Norwegian or South African culture?
Well, not so much in Norway. I think my friends, they think of me as Norwegian, so it's not that easy to like combine, and I don't often talk about South Africa as much. But when I'm in South Africa, people want to hear and know about Norway. So yeah, I think for me it's easier to be a Norwegian South African in South Africa than a South African Norwegian in Norway.
Yes. So Arvo, what would you say you like most about this combined culture?
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic to have the opportunity to feel at home in both South Africa and in Norway. And as Nopilo just mentioned, we have an extended family, which means that we are not having the color problem, which is important, very important. And we have an extended family with very broad. A bit difficult is that we are the bridge between black and white sometimes. Yeah, but we feel only South Africa as such.
That is so nice to hear. Building on that being a bridge, do you have a message for our viewers out there regarding Heritage Day and heritage culture?
Yeah, I think the message is that close your eyes, and I will say it's only the blind who can see.
Thank you so much for the discussion that we had today. I'm sure our viewers as well has enjoyed as much as we have. Thank you, the viewers. We hope you keep on tuning in for the upcoming programs.
Hi, I'm Kenneth Masipa. I come from Limpopo, small place called Butoba. I'm proud to be an African. South Africa is a diverse country that has a different culture, a different cuisine of traditional food. What I love about South Africa is the songs that they sing in a culture. Being in Norway, working with the different people, is more to learn about their cultures into my culture.
Hi, my name is Marianne Brodrak. I'm the First Secretary Administration at the Embassy here in Oslo. I'm welcoming you to Norway. Okay, my heritage in South Africa, I am half Afrikaans, half English, so I encompass the entire history of South Africa right here. For South Africa, my love for South Africa is our diversity. We are open, we are very friendly, and we love it. We respect each other, we appreciate each other, and I truly miss home sitting here in Norway.
Hello, I'm Lynn Annike Isaksen. I'm a Norwegian, born and raised in the seaside city of Kristiansand, but I've lived most of my adult life here in Oslo. I've been working as the journalist translator here at the mission for 8 years now. I think like common values shared between South Africa and Norway is the promotion of peace and reconciliation in areas affected by war and conflict. I wish you all a happy Heritage Day.
I'd say so. Good day here from Cape Town, South Africa, or Pre-Pipe. The name's Gershon Koisan Boyman, musician and poet. So, in commemoration of Heritage Month, I just wanted to speak about what my heritage means to me. In South Africa, we have a term called colored, which has always made me feel a little bit uncomfortable. And for me, when I decided to identify as Khoi and San, it gave me a sense of belonging that I've never actually felt before in my life. So for me, it's a beautiful foundation to start off with. And for me, everyone, no matter where you come from, they come from here, from the first people of South Africa. This is the birthplace of humanity. So for me, this is a beautiful honor to be part of Heritage Month and to remember my heritage. And I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to say this. And yeah, happy Heritage Month. Hade.
Hi, my name is Sylvia Mutuku. I am the receptionist and administrative assistant at the South African Embassy here in Oslo. I live here in Oslo, and but I'm originally from Kenya. I've lived here for 2.5 years now. The thing I love most about being Kenyan is our sense of family, community, togetherness, coming together over a big plate of food, of course, and absolutely enjoy the blend of culture together here at the embassy as well. I wish everyone a happy Heritage Day.
Dumelang, my name is Tebogo Uigedal. I work at the South African Embassy as Social Secretary, and I come from Mafikeng in the Northwest Province in South Africa. I'm a proud Motswana woman. The one thing I love about my culture is that we are very gender neutral when it comes to name giving, and that is because the emphasis is on the meaning behind the name rather than on the gender. For example, my name Tebogo, which means gratitude, is used for both females and males.
Hi everyone, I'm Taryn Barris. I'm third secretary political at the embassy, and I'm from Cape Town originally, although I live in Pretoria. I identify as colored, although our culture is such a melting pot of different cultures. So within me, I've got Khoi, Cape Malay, Dutch, Indian, Xhosa. It's just a lovely breedy of cultures. And talking about breedy, that's what I miss as well. I miss the food, Gadsby. I miss a samosa. So yes, it's just the food, the culture, the love. And today I'm wearing my interpretation of what my ancestors wore as the Khoi people. And I'm a proud South African.
Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze Jerusalema ikayalami ilonoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami.
I hope you've really enjoyed our Heritage Month celebration. And the other day I was really excited. It was awesome to see the Jerusalem in Oslo, so Jerusalem dance in Oslo. And it is an indication that South African culture is becoming global as well. And this ambassador, the music ambassador of the Jerusalem, was made it so global, every nation wants to be part of. Let's continue to do this, to live our culture in unity, in our diversity.